right, we back. Thought we had a little issue right there. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Today is a fantastic, freaky, funny Football Friday. I talked about the chat room. We will read chat all day long. Kind of let our hair down on Friday. We pretty much let our hair down around here all the time. If we had hair, we would let it down. But we're going to read chat all day long, get your thoughts and get your reaction to a lot of these little stories we're going to talk about. But also on Friday, man, we give out ball penis. Yeah, and if you're new to the show, ball peanuts go out to the buster of the week in sports, entertainment, and beyond. We actually have this little system where we go into the Doug Stewart Show chat group, and we get nominees. We kind of like have a little gathering of nominees from the Stewies, from the people that listen to the show. So here are your nominees. All right, once again, it goes to the buster of the week in sports, entertainment, and beyond. Your first nominee for today's Ball Penis Award is, and by the way, if you're new to the show, the name Ball Penis is a long, dumbass story. I'm not going to even get into it. I'm not going to even get into how we came up with the name Ball Penis. Just ask somebody in the chat room. They'll tell you all about it. I don't even want to talk about it. But anyway, your nominees for the Ball Penis Award this week is Christian Wilkins and the Clemson Tigers for grabbing dudes' testicles. Yeah, as the great Don King said, if you old school stews, you remember we did an interview with the great Don King over 10 years ago in Vegas before one of those fights out there. And somehow, I think maybe Ryan said something about somebody in their balls, and Don King was like, "Don't say balls, that's street vernacular. Say testicles. Testicles are acceptable." That's a true story. That's a true story. I wish we could find that clip. My man Earl McDowell, maybe you can find that clip, the historian to the Doug Stewart Show and the Two Live Stews. See if you can find that clip for your boy, man. No lie, Don King screamed that out. Like, he was so hurt. It was so offensive to him. This is a man that's killed, I think, 2 people in his life. Right. Right. You better not say balls, even though I've killed 2 people in my life. You know, so it was funny as hell. But anyway, Christian Wilkins, y'all nominated him, man, because, you know, that whole lie that his teammate Ben Boulware told about, you know, it happens all the time. That's a bold-faced lie. And really, really is stepping across the line of being a man. It's breaking several man laws. So y'all nominated Christian Wilkins and the Clemson team in general. Y'all also nominated fake-ass Ohio State. There we go. Let's get the complete thing out. Right. Y'all nominated Ohio State. Stole a spot in the college football playoff from Penn State. Stole a spot. I mean, stole a spot from a Penn State team that put up like 50 points against USC in a loss. But at least they scored. I do believe Penn State would have at least scored against Clemson. Shit. The hell's matter with our drum roll? Let's get that fixed, Waterhead. All right, so y'all nominated Ohio State. Shame, 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 shame on you, Ohio State, for going up there and putting up a goose egg in a playoff game. And lastly, well, not lastly, we got one more. Soldier Boy, tell him. Yeah, y'all seen the videos, man, I'm sure by now. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. The great Soldier Boy, rapper, and I'm saying that very loosely. Rapper Soldier Boy got some type of concocted beef with Chris Brown, another R&B dude that sings and dances. You know, it's funny how these cats that sing and dance for a living think that they tough, but that's neither here nor there. But Soldier Boy's out here on the streets of Compton, California, okay? Straight out of Compton, talking about he down with the hood and this, that, and the other, and that he want to fight. He ran up with some gang member, it looked like. That's what they were saying. Tried to act like they were cool. The dude was mad. Man, get your ass up off me. And they started to fight. Like Soulja Boy was in Compton, California, about to fight a blood on the streets, trying to show that he's tough or something like that. Hey, I ain't tough. Let me just say this, man. I ain't tough. I can hold my own. And if you start something with me, I'm going to finish it. All right? I ain't tough. I am not a tough guy. Okay? I remember my brother-in-law lives in L.A. And I shouldn't even tell this story. My brother-in-law lives in L.A. All right? We went out there. What was I even out there? Oh, I was with Fox. I was out there with Fox doing this TV show with Fox, and he came and picked me up, and he was showing me around L.A. or whatever. This is 2 years ago. And we're driving down the street, and he was like, yo, I'm going to show you Compton. We're going to ride through Compton. I'm going to show you Compton. I was like, nah, you don't have to do that, man. I'm good. He was like, I was like, I've seen a lot of it on TV, man. Movies, Boys in the Hood, Minister Society. I'm good. Yeah. I ain't trying to be a tough guy with nobody. So y'all nominated Soulja Boy, and lastly, y'all nominated the Stewie Grego. Right, and I'm not going to even get into why Grego was nominated. He gets nominated every week. He's the consummate contrarian for the Doug Stewart Show, so y'all nominated him. Those are your nominees. We'll give out the award a little bit later today, all right? Go to the Doug Stewart Show Facebook chat group and vote. Yeah, go to the Doug Stewart Show Facebook chat group and vote. Once again, Christian Wilkinson, Ohio State football, Soulja Boy, and Grego. The NFL has suspended Dallas Cowboys defensive end Randy Gregory without pay for a minimum of 1 year for another violation of the league's substance abuse policy. Lord have mercy. His suspension is effective immediately, making him ineligible for the playoffs, which starts January 15th for Dallas, the top seed in the NFC. The first was a 4-game ban, followed by 10 games on top of that. He just came back 2 weeks ago. I think he spent like a 14-game suspension. This suspension is for 1 calendar year, meaning Gregory could be eligible for the playoffs next season if the Cowboys make it again and Gregory doesn't have another violation. I just talked about this kid last week, man. I just talked about him and how like Dallas all of a sudden had like an instant like pass rush. The David Irving kid over the last like 3-4 weeks for Dallas, man, has just been just destroying quarterbacks. They can't even block him. And then they added Randy Gregory back. Like everything, the stars were aligning for Dallas. They get Gregory back. He looks like he got off the edge real good. He got a sack and, 1 sack in 2 games, put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Like everything was working out for Dallas. Everything was looking peachy keen. And this ninja fails another drug test. Hey, listen, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I'm going to be honest with you. Like I said earlier, 10, 15 years ago, I would just come on here, man, and just cussing out these cats. Like, how stupid could you be? And it is still stupid. In relative terms, it is still stupid. But I don't feel the same way like I used to back in the day because I've come to realize, man, that if you continue to fail drug test after drug test after drug test, you really have a problem, like a clinical problem. Like for Randy Gregory, and I'm going to guess that he comes from humble beginnings. I don't know. For Randy Gregory to spend a 14-week time period on the street suspended from the NFL for failing a drug test, and to do it 2 weeks after, and I don't know, maybe it's in his blood system or whatever from weeks before. It doesn't even matter. And to fail a drug test 2 weeks after and be suspended for another whole year, that's not somebody, a young cat just going out smoking a little bit of weed or doing whatever. That's somebody that's sick and got a real problem. Am I wrong about this? Am I wrong about this? Like Josh Gordon, I just remember back in the day, Dexter Manley. Dexter Manley kind of like the same thing. played defensive lineman for the Washington Redskins back in the day. Talented player. Probably would have been one of the greatest defensive linemen of all time. But he couldn't stay off the stuff. And he did it over and over and over and over again. And Randy Gregory to do this, man, like, the only thing that comes to my mind is, man, y'all pray for this brother. That's it. Because clearly he got a problem, man. And it is dumb. I'm not saying it's not dumb and it's not stupid. It clearly is. But I think when you do something like this, knowing what you got on the line, knowing the money that you're losing, you know, and you're young and you don't really realize how much money you need to go through life. And he doesn't realize how much he's going to miss this money that he's losing right now, 20 years from now. When you do this over and over and over again, I just think you got a problem, man. Like, I don't even feel like, it doesn't even feel fun to just criticize him and go off on him and call him stupid, this, that, and the other. This dude got a real problem. Y'all pray for Randy Gregory. I'm serious, man. I'm serious about this. Y'all pray for Randy Gregory, man. Because Lord knows he needs help. We need Big Apple Bastard to come on and pray for Randy Gregory. Not really. But seriously, y'all, I mean, when I saw that news yesterday and it hit like 5 o'clock yesterday, when I saw that, I was like, man, seriously, somebody hacked into ESPN, man, and posted this story because this can't be true. And evidently it is true, man. Speaking of troubled kids, man, we get back, we're going to talk about Joe Mixon. I'll read, send me a chat. This is a fantastic, freaky, funny Football Friday. Don't go away.